So what are you doing, Jen? How do you do this?
I'm making the world's best pate. No, I made the world's best pate. That's not right. Don't start giggling yet. I'm making the world's most wonderful stuffing.
Go on then.
Yeah.
I think a good stuffing is good.
It's going outside.
Go on then. Get going.
Okay. And in this we use our tequila and cranberry pate.
Cool. And the other thing also for us is we've made it gluten-free, haven't we?
Yeah, this is Mags and Jen's special gluten-free version. But that's so we see that there.
So 8 ounces.
That's an 8 ounce of tequila and cranberry.
Right, let me take that.
And here we have some gluten-free sausage meat. That goes in there. And you can.
Did you have a proportion for that, or just?
Oh, it's 8 ounces of sausage meat. So you can stir that up together.
Right. Maybe I'm qualified for this job.
And in here, I've got some.
But you could use any pate.
You could use any pate.
You could any of your choice.
Yeah. In here I've got some gluten-free bread that's been toasting in the oven.
Is that weighed as well or not?
Oh, it's supposed to be another 8 ounces, but I've just sort of taken a random amount. I don't think it is 8 ounces.
Is this a test that this is still slightly frozen?
Yeah, this proves that you can make it when it's still quite frozen.
Just a little.
We've got to do this in one take because we've only got one lot of ingredients.
No, forgetting it, but frozen's really helpful. Not. 1 lump or 2.
Well, that's okay. We've got more stuff to put in there. We'll stir around and. So we chop in those into little cubey bits, not breadcrumbs as such, but little cubey bits.
Why?
I don't know really. You could make it breadcrumbs, but I think the cubey bits gives it a bit more
texture. Texture.
All about texture. Food is what it looks like, tastes like, and feels like.
Did I ask you? Did you weigh that?
No.
So what are you doing? Ish.
It's ish 8 ounces.
Ish. But you haven't got a clue, really, have you?
No. But then my life's like that.
You're cooking for that?
Yeah. I haven't got a clue. Just put it together and it comes out fine.
And it looks good. I mean, it looks as though it's going to work.
Yeah. When I get there, I might put that in.
I was going to say, it looks as though maybe less. Right, how does this get wet now? Can I be doing something else while you're doing that?
Well, the next thing to go in is these breadcrumbs, actually.
Right, let's have some of these and get going, because I've got frozen and now I've got breadcrumbs which are stiff. What goes in after the breadcrumbs?
Bread cubes, we call them.
Bread cubes. When do I get the wet stuff?
Right at the end, I think.
You think?
Well, I'm going to put it in right at the end.
Cool.
Did I tell you Alejandro?
Yeah. No.
Emailed me this morning.
Yeah.
And said, I want the recipe to the stuffing we had last Christmas.
He's going to do it in Mexico?
In Mexico.
But you haven't got the pate. What's that all about?
Oh, yes, you can take some pate with them.
Yeah, right. Cool. Right, I don't want any more breadcrumbs in there, look. Cool, ma'am. Cool. Right, can I put some...
We'll have that with butter and honey later.
Honey. Nice one.
Tell them about the honey, mummy.
Right, go on.
Have that in there.
Then
it's the herbs. So we've got a sprig of rosemary, fresh out the garden. 4 leaves of sage, apparently. 1.
Is that 4 because you just decided on 4?
No. Well.
Is the recipe going to be on something? So
yeah.
Okay. You'll what?
We'll post it up somewhere.
On the village hall.
Recipe is available on the door of Llandeglo Village Hall. Yeah?
No, don't say that. That's not right. Here, do you want these in there?
No, I want 4.
Only want 4. So sometimes you do go to the recipe then?
Oh, it's all about intuition.
Quite right. I think all stuffing should be under intuition personally.
I'm not talking about the stuff anymore.
Are we doing all this parsley, ma'am?
Yeah, that was where I said it's a small bunch.
There we go. So it's a tiny small bunch.
It's still a small bunch. That's the aromatic herbs.
Right, go.
And this is the small bunch of parsley.
Can I put the onions in now?
Go on then.
Right, onions is what again? Wade?
That's actually shallot, as it happens.
It's shallot.
It's shallot.
It's shallot.
So that's because I didn't have any onions, so that's shallot. And it's only 70 grams of shallot.
As opposed to
I'd probably put a little bit more onion, medium onion really.
a medium onion. Again, as much as you want, for God's sake.
Yeah. If you don't like onion, put less in. If you love onion, put more in.
I put more in.
And I put more parsley in.
I put more parsley in and more that in. And all this,
that's a large apple.
a large apple, not Wade again, just a large
Just
apple.
a large apple.
Cut into little chunky bits.
Yeah. Or smaller if you want it mushy. Then pistachio nuts. Now this was an invention last year. It should have had walnuts in it, but we put pistachio in it because we didn't have any walnuts, and we found it was better.
There we go. Let's have that.
I was going to chop these a little bit because they're quite chunky. These.
They're bigger than
They're
the...
bigger than normal.
When does the butter go in?
At the very end.
Oh, you do that because it... Right, over to you, Mrs. Because it's getting
Looking gorgeous, isn't it?
very pretty.
How's your
They've gone defrosted themselves. I just think the wet should go in now.
Okay. So then we have
Is that measured?
this. Yes.
Dear the toe.
You're
Yes.
also frozen. This is 7 fluid lumpy bits of turkey stock. I lied, it's actually chicken stock, but turkey would be better.
I haven't got a turkey yet.
Turkey yet. Anyway, it's going in a goose. This so.
It's going in a goose and what?
It's going in a goose. It's going to go. It's a 3 bird.
Can I put that in?
Yes,
there?
you can put that in.
How much is that?
That's 2 ounces
2 ounces. 2
2
ounces of melted.
melted. Oh, that's a big sprig of woody bit of thyme there.
Right.
Yes, it's going in a goose that's got a free-range chicken inside it. It's got some pheasant breast.
A goose that's already been stuffed and then it's going to get stuffed again.
Yeah.
Poor well-stuffed goose.
It's been goosed.
It's been goosed.
What was the one I heard yesterday? Why isn't there a country next to Uganda called you goose?
Ooh, what you like.
Right.
That's perfect. All you now need is something to stuff it. Perfect.
So that's it. So you can stuff what you can into your bird, and what you can't get in the bird, put into a little roasting dish and stick it in the oven as an extra.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So this is the best I think in the world.
You could put celery in there.
You could put celery in there if you fancied it. And you could put a few. You could swap the pistachios for chestnuts.
Yes.
Or walnuts, which is called.
Yes. Or you could take the cranberries and put raisins in.
You could.
Or sultanas in.
Yes.
In fact, you
Sultanas would
could
be better than raisins. It's a bit
yes,
juicier.
juicier.
Yeah.
In fact, you could do what you bloody well wanted to.
Yeah. As long as it's got the pate in
As
it.
long as it's got the pate in there.
Don't forget the pate. When you've made up your own recipe, don't forget the pate.
Yes.
There we go.
The patchwork pate.
The patchwork pate. Yeah, I wouldn't try it with anybody else's pate.
No, definitely not. Too risky.
Okay.
Thank you.
There we go.